on fire. This week I want to talk to you about intimacy. And I'm not just talking about romantic intimacy, I'm just talking about intimacy within all of our lives. And I want to give a healing to those who are choosing to receive it around intimacy. It recently dawned on me that I've been thinking a lot about intimacy and the intimacy that you have with a friend or a lover or coworker or a family member. And I've been thinking a lot about it because of the fact that there's certain levels or certain degrees of intimacy that you have with different types of relationships, right? So you have the superficial ones that you would have, let's say, with a coworker, where you tell them a little secret about who you are, so they get a little tiny glimpse of who you are, versus something more meaningful like a full-blown romantic relationship. So basically, there are the surface level type of intimate relationships where you might give someone a glimpse of the truth of who you are. There's the next level where you can show someone a little bit more of who you are and open up to them and share that intimate part of yourself. And then there's the full-blown, I'm out here with you unapologetically, who I am in all my glory. And then I got to thinking, why is it that we don't have more intimate relationships? I mean, with a friend or a lover or whoever. Why is it that they're so hard to come by? And what is it that's happening that's preventing these relationships from becoming deeper? Or what's taking those relationships and moving them out of it? I think one of the reasons why we don't have more intimate relationships is simply because of the fact that we are trying to protect ourselves. And that has a way of working wonderfully, and it has a way of working against. It's like we're trying to peep our heads out of our little tortoise shell to try and see if the coast is clear and it's safe. But honestly, the number one thing that intimacy needs in order for that to flourish is trust. Honestly, in a romantic relationship, the sexiest thing you can do is have trust, because that's where everything stems from. Without trust, you don't have intimacy. And trust is one of those things that once you get someone's trust, full-blown trust, and you lose it, you might not ever get it back again. And if you do, and you break that person's trust again, you most certainly won't. So treat it with the utmost care and love. But in order for us to have trust, we have to be willing to give it and receive it. So think about that. You have to trust someone in order to receive trust and to create trust. I think one of the main other reasons why we avoid being intimate with other people is because somewhere along the lines of our life, we were told, or we believed, or we told ourselves that just who we were, just ourselves and everything about us was not good enough or wasn't enough in some way, or that it was freakish or there was something wrong with it. It's those moments when we are completely hurt or our trust has been broken that we tend to do the things like, oh, they did that because I wasn't special enough, or I wasn't smart enough, or I wasn't good enough, or sexy enough, or whatever that may be. And that's the biggest mind mess up that you could give yourself. So if I give you any advice, don't ever do that to yourself or another person. It is what it is. That person did X, and this is how I'm feeling, period. So if you can keep it to the facts, it makes it a lot easier instead of assuming or reading into a situation or automatically deducing yourself to something that you're not. Sure, it's scary to put yourself out there and be completely vulnerable with another person, but when you can get there and you have that shared trust and that shared intimacy, and you know that that person understands you and sees you for all that you are in all of your glory and loves you for that, that is the most precious thing you could possibly have. And it's worth all the hurt that you had from any other relationship that didn't work out. Intimacy is a fine balance and a dance between loving yourself and trusting the other person and trusting yourself, and gradually giving back and forth till you have this really beautiful level of intimacy with somebody. No matter what anyone tells you, including yourself, you are a gift to this world. Please share who you are and what you can do and everything about you with the world, because we need you. And do it unabashedly, unashamed, and love yourself in the process, because that's the thing that makes this world such a phenomenal place. So Banana on Fire, I want you to really think about your relationships. Are you being a safe person? Is that person that you're intimate with being a safe person to you? And if they are not, then I suggest you move along down the road and find another friend or find a lover or find whoever and have an intimate relationship, because it's so worth it if you can get the right person. And not to mention, you deserve it. So I said I'm going to incorporate a healing into this. I think I'm going to shortly do a healing for those who want it. Those who don't want it, you don't have to play the video, but I'm going to do a healing on simply intimacy and having more intimacy and love in your life, especially for yourself, even your intimate relationship with yourself. Please don't do this while you're driving a car. Please do this while you're in the comfort of your own home in a chair. And if you want, you can close your eyes and really just think about the whole topic of intimacy and how you can find a safe place to be intimate with someone where they'll just love you for who you are, because you deserve it. You are beautiful and you're a phenomenal person. And don't hide that from the world. If one person doesn't like it, then they'll move on. And the people who love you will actually be in your life and love you just for being you. I wish you all blessings. I send you love 1,000 times over, and I hope that all of your relationships are intimate and that you feel good about who you are, and you deserve it. You are totally lovable. Thank you, Banana on Fire.
So Isabel,
Yes.
so what's the meaning of life?
42.
No. Try again.